join me today during this Reiki and meditation. Open your heart and mind to receive, and I will begin. Please try to focus on your breathing. Pick a pattern, either a 555 or 444 or a 5555 pattern in breathing, and just mainly just focus on your breath and receiving. Thank you. Hmm? Oh, thank you. Good afternoon. It's been a wild roller coaster this month. Thank you. I feel really good right now, and I'm glad to be able to share. Grand Rising. Thank you for joining. Um, Recently, I have been sitting outside at, I think it was 4, around 4 a.m., 4 to 5 a.m. I was sitting outside and just listening to the different birds making different sounds, and just closing and just listening. And I also have been spending a little bit more time in the woods. I was spending time really like feeling the emotion behind like each chirp. Just talking away at like 2:34. Yeah, some of the birds they be up all night. It seems that the more I listen to them, the more I feel like I'm waking up. Like stillness right now, trying to become more aware of the direction of the flow of energy. I find it well, a lot easier to feel the direction of energy being pushed outwards. Now I'm just practicing feeling energy coming inwards. It's very, very subtle. I have to clear my mind of my own mental chatter. I think it's time for some singing bowls. I receive, thank you. I multiply it for the whole. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining. I don't know why, but when I close my eyes, I just see one gigantic glowing triangle. My legs went to sleep. You said how I am doing today. What? I had a pretty busy day. I had to ride my bike. I did at least probably 8-10 miles today. I got pretty good exercise in. My leg. Ouch. I'm gonna sit. I don't know if the glare is really bad. But other than that, today is a really good day. As I always say, today is a good day regardless of how I feel about it, regardless of any circumstances. Just taking a moment to focus on the breathing, a pattern of 5-5-5. Sorry if I'm a little bit loud. Please be mindful of your thoughts. I guess someone may disagree. Obviously, someone may disagree with it, but that's fine. Still, today's a good day. Welcome, and thank you for joining. As I say, smile anyway, because not everyone will agree with what you will say. Not everyone will be happy if you're happy. So be happy anyway. Because being happy is a choice that we all make. Thank you for your love and your gratitude. You guys are the ones that make this possible, allowing me to have someone to give to and helps me become a better healer, a better master of oneself, and it helps with my communication skills. recently, or not recently, but in the near future, I will be moving to an area that is less draining in energy for a little while. Even though things around me collapse, I always have the choice to remain positive regardless of my own circumstances. I will explain later, most likely tomorrow. Well, I'll be taking a step back, but only because all what I need to learn in this part of my life has come to an end. And I'm staying here any longer will be a hindrance. I say it was a 6 month cycle, but now it's time for me to return to my path of inner growth. Coming here, I really cut off different parts of myself, more expressive parts of myself, trying to fit into an environment that I don't really belong in. Started to forget, like, started to forget my own self. But recently, trips back into the woods and the forest helped me remember why I am doing all of this. He said, overcome new energies, new chapter in life. Wherever you go, peace be with you. I appreciate it, and I am grateful, and I receive it, and I multiply it for the whole. Now that this is coming to an end, I am seeing more doors opening up, more possibilities for me to travel and explore more. There's, I know I usually travel like once or twice, but I really want to start traveling a little bit more. I have to save up. For now, I'll just be returning to my old spot in the forest area. Being in the woods and stuff, or just sitting there, if you were to go out and sit around 3, 4 a.m. and just allow your mind to just completely relax and feel a sense of yourself merging with all living beings that is around you and feel it as it is within you. Because being in the woods, it naturally balances out all of your chakra system. And just thinking about it, I'm already there in consciousness. Sometimes when walking and like in the park, I look at there's some moments in the day where the dimension or the reality that I am in feels more real than normal. When you have that inner silence that radiates from inside you and is reflected back from the environment, when it's completely still and quiet, then everything look like it's has like a gold tint to it. Like you can really see the life force flowing. And you can feel it viscerally. Like here's a practice that you may can do. Just as you can feel the Reiki moving, try to become more aware of the direction of flow of energy. For an example, when you're looking at a tree, look at the tree but then defocus and then just try to feel the presence of the tree. And if you do it long enough, you can begin to feel the energy or chi flowing from the base of the tree as the tree pulls energy upwards. And you can even visualize yourself as a tree pulling energy upwards. And then with your mind, see your mind as the branches coming out like this, and see energy or sunlight flowing in through your crown chakra. For those who know, they know. I know not everyone understands what I'm saying, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So that's all that matters. The key the key to enter into this understanding is we have to believe first to see. Because if we choose to see only to believe, we only see what we believe to be. For an example, imagine if a person was saying, let me see, what's a good example that I can create? A metaphor. Well, this is probably the best metaphor with germs and sickness. So back then, people believe, well, they believed that sickness was put upon them, or it was coming from germs and stuff. But in reality, the sickness is coming from their own negative, critical, judgmental consciousness. So I've kind of lost train of thought, but I don't want to get too into it because I am not trying to battle other people's consciousness who are around me. So let me get back focused. All I can say is I brought them the water, but I cannot make them drink it. And I tell them, I show people how you can overcome sickness, how you can overcome lack of energy, lack of strength. But you have to believe it first to see the results. All sickness comes from thought first. The belief in it in itself is enough to attract it into one's being. And I'm not saying that I am perfect because even I slip and fall into low vibrational feelings, and then I immediately feel the consequence of those emotions and thought forms in the lowering of vitality. But when I choose to let go, let go of my critical thinking of myself, critical thinking of others, that is bonding, that is the energy of love, which is bonding, which bonds ourselves back together. Because when we are critical, when we are judgmental, we're in our conscious, we're rejecting. We reject what we don't like. And when we reject, we have a rejection inside our consciousness. And since we are in consciousness, we reject, and our cells begin to divide from each other. And when the cells start to divide and be pushed away from each other, they start to lose energy and structure, and they start to deteriorate. This is all in our consciousness. But when we decide to bond, forgive, receive, have gratitude, high vibrational feelings, high emotions, those are the emotions of bonding, which is loving energy, which holds the cells together, and it repairs the etheric body. The etheric, astral, and mental bodies begin to heal, and the chakras start to align and rotate in the correct directions. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you. joining me. I am grateful for all of you sharing your presence and awareness. I feel all all of your emotions, worries, stress and anxieties, and I neutralize them in the violet flame. May your day or night be filled with light. Namaste.